everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then hi, my name is Emma Brown and I'm a makeup artist. I do makeup tutorials, vlogs and pretty much everything in between. So if that sounds like something you want to see more of, then please hit the subscribe button down below and turn the little alarm bell on if you'd like to be notified. Okay, so I've been looking back at my recent YouTube videos, and although I really enjoy and I love doing all the creative looks that I've been doing, I have noticed that I've not really done like a very natural makeup look in quite a while, and I feel like a lot of you are quite new subscribers and you're probably all sick and tired of watching all these creative looks that you can't go and do for like your everyday life. So I think I've actually not done a proper everyday makeup look. I've done my everyday foundation routine quite a lot, but I've not done like the full foundation look, including brows and mascara and stuff like that. And I feel like I've got a few little tips and tricks that might help some of you guys. So yeah, in total this look takes me around 15-20 minutes on average, so it doesn't take too long at all, and I feel like it's quite a nice look for those of you that like your makeup but you don't really walk around with like layers and layers of foundation and feeling too heavy throughout the day. So yeah, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so as I've obviously already stated in the title, I will be showing you my everyday makeup routine. So to start off my skin, I always just take my vitamin E moisturiser, which you'll see me mention in my skincare routine. So if you haven't already watched that, then please go and check it up. I'll put the link over here. But yeah, I use the SPF 15 moisturising day cream, and I use that from the vitamin E range from Superdrug. And then I've just used my number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream, and this is really good. I use it every morning and every night. And then for my lips, I just take the number 7 Protect and Perfect Lip Care, and this is like, it's really nice because it's not like got that horrible balmy feel. It's almost like you're putting a moisturiser on your lips, so it soaks in really nicely and keep your lips really soft, so I love that. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, you may have seen I always do my eyes first, but for every day I don't do that. I prefer to do my foundation first, mainly just because I only ever use like a bit of a bronzer or just one shade overall on my eyelids. So yeah, the only reason I normally do my eyes first is just in case I get any fallout, and when I'm doing more dramatic looks, I'm using my arms and my face quite a lot. So for my everyday foundation, I take the Custom Cover Drops and Cover Effects, and they're actually a full coverage foundation, which you meant to mix with like moisturisers and stuff. But when it comes to foundations, I actually prefer to use full coverage foundations but very little amounts, so therefore you're actually putting less product on your face but still getting the coverage that you want. So I do that with my clients as well. So if someone says, for example, I want like a really light coverage, I'll still use more of a medium to full coverage foundation and then use less. And then obviously if they want a full coverage, then I can just use like a normal amount of the foundation there, and they're not going to feel cakey and like they've got too much on the skin. So yeah, that just basically sums up why I use them. So yeah, I use these in the shade N40, and the bottle's tiny, but because I use, you'll literally see the littlest amount that I use now, that yeah, like the applicator does get a little bit messy though, so I don't actually really like bother with using the dropper. But yeah, you'll see now that I literally use the smallest amount. So yeah, I'm just going to place about that much on the back of my hand. Yeah, highly rate these. They're such a good colour match for me as well, so that's really important for every day, because you don't want to be walking around with like any lines. I don't mind too much being too dark in the night time because it's night time, but daytime you want to be matching. So yeah, like I said, I use the N40 shade in that, and it's kind of like a neutral tone. My skin tone is quite warm and yellow, so I like to use more of a neutral kind of tone. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just literally gonna dab the slightest amount onto my cheeks, onto my forehead, and then to be honest, I shouldn't really need more than that. And then I'm just going to take a Real Techniques, it's kind of worn off what number it is, but it's just like a Real Techniques foundation brush like this. And then yeah, just pretty much buff that into the skin. Like I've just said, I don't use any primers or anything like that. I just don't really see the point in them every day, because I personally don't believe that primers really make foundation last, to be honest. I just think it's more pore filling and stuff like that, so every day I'm not too bothered. So yeah, I'm just going to work that into the skin pretty much. Okay, so now that I pretty much have that all over the skin, I'm just going to go back in with what's left in my hand directly onto the brush, and just kind of go back into the centre of my face and work my way outwards. And then it will give me more coverage around the underneath of the eye area and in the centre of the face without having to put too much concealer on then. As you can see, it's just evened out my entire skin tone without looking too cakey or anything like that. Okay, and then what's left in the brush I just kind of take over my eyelids. Not worrying at all about my eyebrows or anything because I haven't done those yet. I also take my damp sponge. I get a lot of questions about these little sponges, and I actually get them from Next, and they come in a free pack for £6, so I highly recommend, because I don't know if you can tell in the video, but they go really, really soft and squishy. But yeah, I just think they're just as good as a beauty blender, so why would you want to spend £16 on a beauty blender? We can get 3 of these for £6, so bit of a no-brainer. But yeah, I just kind of dampen that and then press over the rest of my face.
You are my sunshine.
Please ignore this guy, by the way. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick it up or not, but I've literally not had spots in about 3 months. Like, I've been so lucky with my skin recently. And then I went out twice on the weekend. I went out on the Saturday and the Sunday for St. Patrick's weekend. And yeah, I had far too many sugary cocktails and pizzas, and I don't really eat a lot of dairy, so yeah. This guy decided to come out and tell me off for eating too much dairy. So yeah, I thought I'd actually put that in here. I've had a few people say like, oh, how do you keep your skin so clear? And to be fair, my skincare routine has helped a lot, which I mentioned again earlier. However, I did also notice a big difference when I cut out dairy from my diet. I didn't cut it out completely, but I haven't drank cow's milk in I'd say about 3 years now. Maybe 2-3 years, and I only really have like the odd bit of cheese when I am just having like a bit of a binge and I'm having pizza anyway, so that's only probably about once or twice a month. Like I said, that's how I know that dairy really isn't good for my skin, because the second I eat it again, then I'll break out instantly, so I think that kind of proves its point a little bit. But yeah, anyway, just thought I'd let you know, because I do get a lot of people saying like, oh, how do you keep your skin so clear? I've tried everything, even tried my routine, but yeah, I just think a lot of people are actually intolerant to dairy and they don't even know it, so try that and see if it works for you. So now for my concealer, I'm just going to be taking my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Concealer Pomade. Looks like this. And this is in the shade 01.5 Light Medium. So I actually take the blender, pop that straight into the concealer. So it's like that. And yeah, before everyone tells me off, I'm taking a clean sponge into the concealer, and I only do it once, so I'm not going to be dipping back into it once I've already put it onto my skin. So I do take like a decent amount, but then obviously I'm going to distribute that between underneath both eyes. So by the way, because I'm explaining things, it might seem like this takes for ages, this routine, but I can literally do it in like 15-20 minutes every single morning. So yeah, really quick and easy. And then I'm just going to pat that underneath my eyes. Yeah, I absolutely love this concealer. It makes such a difference, look at that. And then with whatever's left on the sponge, I just kind of take that into my T-zone, so on my chin and in the centre of the brows and on my forehead. Okay, so most of the time I do just tend to leave my foundation like that, and then just powder, etc. For the sake of the video, I'm going to show you what I do sometimes. It depends, I don't know, I'll just do it like whenever I feel like it, to be honest, or if I'm not in a big rush. But I just take a bit of the Extra Fair shade from Collection. I think this is just the only concealer that Collection do, but you will have seen it everywhere because it's in like pretty much any kind of drugstore. But yeah, and then just to add a bit more of a brighter effect underneath the eye, I just kind of swipe just a few little dots underneath the eyes. Okay, and then I go back in with the brush that I used earlier for my foundation, and then buff that into the skin. And then I kind of like to start with the bottom edges of the concealer and then work my way up. Okay, and then just go over once more with my sponge and just making sure everything's seamless once again. Okay, and then to powder, I'm just going to take everyone's favourite, the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and then I actually like to take the fat end of the sponge at the bottom, and then taking the clean side and popping that straight into the powder, and then setting them under eyes. And then I don't actually like to bake, and I actually like to pat that straight into the skin. Just because it gives me a bit more brightness and coverage, as well as keeping that eye area locked in all day long. And then making sure to go around the nostrils, and then with the butt end of the sponge, and then I go straight into the powder again, and then put that everywhere else. Focusing again mainly on my T-zone, and then blending whatever's left on the sponge on the rest of my face. Okay, so that's my foundation pretty much done. Okay, so I've just zoomed you in so you can have a bit of a closer look. So as you can see, our skin's looking nice and even and ready for bronzer because we're looking a little bit washed out. So to bronze up my skin because we're looking a little bit pale, I'm going to be taking the, can I ever say this, the Physicians Formula, is that it, Physicians? The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I take the shade, it just says bronzer, but I definitely know there's two shades. It's like a lighter one and a darker one, so I've got the darker one out of the two. And I'm just going to take like a big fluffy brush and put this on. to my cheeks and then onto my forehead. So I'm basically taking this to the places that I'd normally contour and bronze anyway, but because we're doing this with like a bigger brush, we're not pinpointing the product too much under our cheekbones or anything like that. So it's just going to give us more of a healthy bronzed, like sun-kissed look. Like I'm not doing this to contour or anything like that. Well, not for now anyway. I'm going to be going back in with a different product. I love a really brown forehead, so I'm going to be taking quite a lot of this onto the forehead. And then I just like to dab the product on and then swirl it in. And then take a little bit right into my neck. Okay, so now that we're nice and bronzed and got a healthy glow, I'm going to be taking the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. And then I'm going to be taking a small angled brush, like so. And then packing that onto the brush, tapping off the excess. And just so the product's nicely distributed into the bristles, I'm going to be rubbing it into the back of my hands a little bit. And then I'm actually going to be taking this kind of edge of the brush, so see the way it kind of slants, I take the longer bristles and then shove that right into the underneath of my cheekbone. And get that bit like that. And then I'll then flip it around and then buff that out with the bigger end, making sure to always bring the product upwards rather than downwards, as we really want to lift our cheeks rather than bring them down. Okay, cool. So now for blush, I actually take the Benefit blush in Sunny Golden. Why is that doing that? How weird does that look? Oh my god. Ooh. As it is matte, I do like to mix it with a bit of a highlighter. So I've actually got a rose gold highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You've probably seen me use this like 1,000,001 times. So I'm running very low. That's literally all I've got. So need to get a new one of those. And then I actually marry the two products together, so I'm going to be taking like a fluffy angled brush like so, and then I like to mix the two products, so I take a decent amount of the peachy blush and then just a little bit of the rose gold highlighter, and then it's basically turns your blush into like a shimmer blush, which is great. So then I just pop that straight into the cheeks and whirl it upwards. And also, in case you didn't know, blush is actually the first part of makeup that fades, so I always recommend actually applying a little bit more blush than you actually like, because within like an hour or so it fades down a lot. So before I leave the house, I probably must have applied like about 3 layers of blush as it is. I love it. So don't worry if you apply too much, because it will fade a little bit. Okay, and then what's left, I actually like to pop over the bridge of the nose, give that kind of sun-kissed effect. Just kind of draw it into like the rest of your face of what's left on your brush. Just again makes everything look a bit more natural and kind of marries everything into each other. And that's gave me a little bit of glow, so I don't actually normally go in with a highlighter, but then again sometimes I'm feeling fancy I will. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you the highlighter which I'd use. So I like to take the Cover FX highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Moonlight. As you can see, it's kind of like a champagne colour, so it doesn't look like much in the pan, but I promise because there's like barely any shimmer particles in it, it gives a really nice wet look finish to the skin, which is what I prefer. I don't really like a dead shimmery highlight. So to apply this, I'm going to be taking the Sosu X Kaylee brush in SK01. Take a little bit of that and just pinpoint it. Again, I don't like too much for every day, so I just kind of put this around this kind of area, and then I just kind of like bring the brush back and forth like so. The more you work it in, the more natural it'll appear. So, and then I kind of take the rest above the eyebrow then. And then just with a teeny brush, I'm just going to place that directly down the bridge of my nose and then on the tip, and then blending that in with my finger and going over a little bit with this brush as well. To complete my base, I'm going to be taking a sponge once again and just going over everything to make sure all the blush, bronzer, highlighter, etc. it's all blended in together nice and seamlessly, and we've not got any weird blotches or lines anywhere. Okay, so for my eyes, I actually normally just take my Hoola bronzer and I just kind of wash it all over the lids, but instead I've just received a new eyeshadow from MAC which I've been wanting for quite a while just to use for everyday wear. So I'm actually going to show you how I use it today. So like I said, I don't normally use this, it might be a little bit too dark. So this is called Uninterrupted Eyeshadow by MAC, and it's kind of like basically like a bronzer but a little bit deeper. So I've got this to use just for everyday wear and as a really good transition shade. So I'm going to see how that works now. And then I actually start at my lower lash line, so I'm just taking a small crease brush and then put that right underneath the eye. Then take that onto the outer corner and then connect it. Yeah, that colour is really nice. It's exactly what I want it to be. I just want it to be like basically just like a bronzer but slightly more pigmented, so I use less product, because the thing is, I'm a bronzer, I love how it looks, but I feel like I have to use a lot more to kind of build it up. And then with a bigger, fluffier brush, I just take a little bit more of the product and diffuse the edges and bring them outwards a little bit. So I just kind of focus right onto here and then bring that product out a little bit. And then I like to kind of take this right underneath the brow as well. For daytime I prefer like really messy looks, and I don't like it to look like you spend hours doing your makeup. I kind of like that look where you kind of look like you're just throwing it on in a weird way. Okay, so that's pretty much all I do for eyeshadow. For mascaras, I actually like to take two. So I like to take the Dramatic Lift mascara from number 7. This is really good for helping black curl. So for anyone who struggles with mascara, I actually like to look directly down into a mirror and then wiggle that product right into the lashes. And then you always like to look down into the mirror just because it helps a lot with the mascara not touching your eyelids. Whereas if you kind of look up here, then obviously it's going to go up a bit more. So this just makes it a little bit easier. And I'm so messy with my mascara, like my lashes just curl all over the place, so I can never go without getting mascara underneath my eye. So as you can see here, I've got a little bit of mascara there, but I actually like to leave my mascara to dry fully, and then I can go back in with either like an eyeshadow brush or like a spoolie or something and just scratch the product away then. And yeah, and then no one will ever know. You're not going to ruin anything then. Because I'm extra and I love big clumpy spider lashes, I don't even care to miss it, I love it. I'm going to be taking the mascara, the Revolution mascara. I think this is the only mascara again, so yeah, it's just called Revolution. And then just put another coat on basically. So you can kind of see the difference there. It's just darken them up a little bit and give it a bit more lift. Okay, and then like I said, I'll go back and show you how I kind of get rid of the mascara without ruining anything. Okay, so for my eyebrows, I do them quite differently again to how I do them on my dramatic looks. Just for day-to-day wear, just for quickness as well as not looking too dramatic. So I'll just take the Bourjois Paris Precision, can't say that, Precision, there we go. Eyebrow pencil in 03 Châtain, I think it is. And it's just kind of like a cool medium brown shade, and I just kind of fill in little strokes where I need to. And then I just underline the rest of the brow. And then just to free my face a bit more, I kind of like to bring the top edge quite far out. Okay, and then just taking a spoolie and basically just keep brushing this into the brow and then repeating it whenever I need to add a bit more product. So it just makes it a little bit more of a natural everyday kind of brow. Don't like to carve out or anything like that, I'm not too bothered about that for every day. Okay, and then to calm down the middle slightly, I just take the brush I used earlier for the concealer and then just kind of swipe that through the centre of the brows and tap it in so you can't really see any harsh lines. So yeah, they're not really perfect, but again, I'm not too bad about them being too perfect for every day. I kind of just like them to look like naturally hairy. And then I just go over with a clear brow gel. This is just the Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel, and I got this in a little birch box that you receive every month, so that's how I found this brand. I'm really sorry by the way, my voice sounds really like monotone and croaky, but like I said, when I got drinking, I don't know, it's not me at all, so I get really ill the next few days, so I'm still on a little bit of a come down, so yeah, please ignore my horrible manly voice. And then I'm just going to brush them through, and I like to keep it quite brushed up at the front, and then I kind of just bring them around as I go throughout the edges. Like so. Okay, I'm just going to get a cotton bud right there. Oh, sorry, I just got a cotton bud. Just to get rid of any of these mistakes that I've made, I just take a cotton bud and literally just run it on top of that, and it kind of just scratches away the product then. See? Really nice and easy, no need to worry and stress about your mascara getting everywhere, because it should just scratch away without leaving any kind of mistake. Okay, and then just go back in with a bit more eyeshadow just to make sure everything's even again. Okay, so all that's left to do now are my lips. Day-to-day wear, again, I'm not really too fussy, but as long as it's matte and nude. So yeah, I pretty much always go for a nude matte, just because when you're out and about, I don't want to be stressing or worrying about my lip gloss getting everywhere, my hair getting stuck in my lips, especially when I'm working with clients. It can be an absolute nightmare. I've got lip gloss on and my hair is like when I'm working and stuff, I don't want it to be like attaching to my lipstick. So yeah, I always go matte, so most of the time I do actually use the Fenty one, which is the shade on Button, but I'm going to try out another new lipstick today, and then this is from the new matte range from MAC, and it is called My Tweezy, and it's the Powder Kiss lipsticks. So apparently the matte formula is now meant to be like reinvented and a little bit less drying, so you still get that nice matte finish but without feeling like basically your lips don't feel so dry that they're going to fall off. So yeah, this is like a gorgeous pinky nudie shade. It looks really, really pretty, so I'm excited to use this. Okay, and before I use that, I'm just going to be taking the FRIEEENDSSS lip liner in the shade, I think it's 01M7, I can just work it out. And it's very similar to the Whale lip liner, again by MAC, so really good dupe if you don't want to be spending loads of money on lip liners. And yeah, just putting that onto my lips. Okay, so lip liner's all done, and then now for the lipstick. That does actually feel really buttery. You wouldn't think so because they look really matte. Look, I think I just found a new favourite nude. It does actually feel so moisturising, that lipstick. Go on, MAC. Right, oh my god, my battery's flashing. Just take that out. Okay, so that is the look all complete. So hopefully it's been a little bit more helpful for those of you that don't like all these wacky looks I keep doing. So I understand that that's been a little bit annoying. So yeah, hopefully this will be good for those of you that just want to learn some basic tips for every day and help a little bit with jazzing up your everyday makeup routine. Yeah, as usual, if you've enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe because it means so much to me. If there's anything that you want to see from me, then please feel free to comment below, because at the end of the day I am doing these little videos for you guys, and if you don't want to see what I'm filming, then what's the point of me doing it? So yeah, please don't be afraid to comment. I won't bite, I promise. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more videos from me. So yeah, thanks again so much for watching, guys, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys.